Good morning. Hello. How are you? Happy Monday. This week, I am finishing out my month of January, going live every weekday. Starting in February, I will go live once a week at a designated time. So I actually want to know, is there a better time for you guys to watch these videos? I might not be able to accommodate it, but I might be able to. So let's see if there's a better time that you guys are watching these. I'll see if I can work that into my schedule. Anyway, this week, like I said, I'm going live every weekday. And this week I'm talking about why the exercise you're doing isn't working to get rid of your pain. We know that exercise helps manage pain. It can even get rid of pain that you currently have. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest premises of yoga, physical therapy, just exercise classes in general. I know that when I worked in the traditional physical therapy clinic, yes, we had some modalities that worked to help get rid of pain, but honestly, the insurance companies didn't want to pay for them because they were passive modalities. It wasn't something the person was actively doing. So we spent a lot of time in the clinic teaching the patient active things for them to do on their own, and then telling them where they could go and get that e-stim and ice and things like that. Insurance doesn't pay for ice and heat. So it works well, but it's a passive modality. It's something that you can just do on your own. It doesn't take the physical therapist guide. That's a tangent. So I'm talking about why the exercise you're doing isn't working to get rid of your pain. So today I'm going to talk about doing too much or too little exercise. You want to find a nice balance of exercise. You need the Goldilocks of the exercise. So you want something that's challenging yet not painful. You want to do it often enough that you see progress, but not too often or too much that you actually regress. So if you aren't doing enough, let's talk about that one. If you're not doing enough, so what is not doing enough? Only exercising once a week, whether it be for 10 minutes or 10 hours. Doing it for once a week is not enough. What else is not enough? If you're doing a stretch and you're only holding it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and being done with it, that's not enough. What else is not enough? Doing just a few reps of strength exercises and not making the muscles tired. I honestly don't care how many repetitions somebody does for their exercise, whether it be in the traditional clinic or one of my private clients. I actually tell them, do enough to make your muscles tired. I don't really care how many it is. If it's 5, great. If it's 35, great. As long as the muscles get tired, that means you're doing enough. So not doing enough, only exercising once a week. You can't go to the gym or do an exercise at home and expect to see progress, strength gains, or flexibility gains by just doing it once a week. If you do it once a week for 10 minutes, that's not enough. And if you do it once a week for 10 hours, that's also not enough, even though the time difference is significant. If you do it once a week, it's not enough. Your body needs consistency in order to make a change. So in addition to that, not doing enough, if you're just flat out resting, you get an injury, the doctor says rest and ice. So you rest and you ice. How long? Do you wait until the pain's gone completely? Probably not. Do you wait a month? Do you wait a week? Do you wait a day? I find that what people do, a good example, I had a client who she had shoulder pain from a recreational sports injury, and she rested for a month. Didn't do her recreational activity. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was pickleball or something with her arm. Pickleball, maybe it was swimming. Anyway, it doesn't matter what it was. She rested for a month and then she tried to get right back into it and her shoulder still hurt. Well, she rested, she plain old rested too long. And now when she tries to get back into it, her muscle has lost strength. It may have lost flexibility. And now you're trying to get back into things and just jump right back at that level after resting for a whole month. You can jump back into that same level if you rest a couple of days and the pain's gone. So how do we know what's enough? So resting, what I recommend is if it's a new injury and you have constant pain, there's no time frame during your day that you have no pain. It hurts whether you're resting, it hurts whether you're moving. It's one of those gnawing kind of pains. That's when you rest. You rest and you do some modalities, whether it be ice or heat, to calm things down for the first 7 days or so. Then you need to ease back into what you're doing. If you go from 0 to 60 and you go from resting for that whole week and then try and jump back into what you were doing before the injury, it's not going to work for you. It's still going to hurt. So you need to ease back into it. So how much do? You do lightweight or no weight body movements for a couple of repetitions. Again, you want to make your muscles tired. So I don't care if it's 5 repetitions. I don't care if it's 10 repetitions, 30 repetitions. You need to make those muscles tired. And you do that over the course of a couple of days, couple of weeks. And you progressively add more and more, either repetitions or weight, to consistently make those muscles tired, but in a progressive form. The golden rule for strength training and endurance training is 10%. So 10% a week. So if we're talking about strength training, 10% a week could be 10% of the total number of repetitions you were doing, or 10% of the of the weight, not both. So if you do 5 repetitions, that makes your muscles tired, and you're wondering if you can add more, well, you can add 10%. So 10% of 5 is not a whole number. So just add 1 repetition. So it's 6 repetitions that week. Or you could add 10% weight. So let's say you are just doing arm motions, not with any weight. Well, you have nothing to go off of. So you start at the lowest amount. So 1 to 2.5 pounds starting for arms. And then you go up by 10% each week. If you do too little, you're not going to challenge your muscles enough to make a change. You're not going to challenge your muscles enough to prompt the body to bring blood flow to the area, to help get rid of the inflammations that's stuck in there, to help heal any micro tearing that happened in the tendons. You want to increase that circulation in the area to make a healing process happen. Okay, so that is talking about not doing enough exercise, and that's why the exercise isn't working to get rid of your pain. So you don't want to rest too long. You want to rest long enough, so about 7 to 10 days, sometimes 14 days. But remember this rule: if rest is going to heal an injury on its own, it's going to do that within the first 10 to 14 days. If it's past 14 days and resting has not healed it, resting will not heal it. You need something else. You probably need some strength training. So not doing enough, exercising only once a week, no matter how many minutes that is. Not doing enough, only holding a stretch for 10 seconds at a time. Stretches need to be held for 60 total seconds. That can be broken up into 6 10-second repetitions, but the total time needs to be at least 60 seconds for a change to happen. So if you're looking to get more flexible because you think that will help with your pain, if you're only stretching for 10 seconds, it will never help you. You need a total of 60 seconds, whether that be 1 60-second repetitions or 6 10-second repetitions or 2 30-second repetitions. Another way of not doing enough is you're doing too few repetitions, that your muscles don't get tired with your strength training. You need to make those muscles tired. The last 2 repetitions need to make your muscles tired in order for it to work. So you either need to do more repetitions or you need to add weight. And again, you want it to be challenging, yet still not painful. Okay, so that's talking about not doing enough. Now let's talk about you're doing too much. So what would be too much? How would you know you're doing too much? You get a new injury every time you try an exercise. You get a sharp pain in your joint or your muscles. Sharp pain is your body's way of telling you you're doing something that it deems dangerous. Sore and achy is fine. Sharp pain is your body's natural response to keep you from getting hurt. You get a sharp burning pain if you touch a hot stove. You get a sharp pain if you step on a tack. Those are things that your body guides you to stay away from that thing. So if you get a sharp pain in your joints or your muscles, it's too much. Another reason to let yourself know that you're doing too much is you're sore for more than 2 days after a workout. Yes, your muscles are going to be tired and sore sometimes from a workout. You want to get them tired. If you stretch and massage and do hot Epsom salt baths, you may not be sore, but you definitely shouldn't be sore for longer than two days. Another reason another way to tell you're doing too much is you're exhausted all the time. Now, let me give a little caveat to this. You're probably exhausted right now because you're doing too little. Your body needs increased circulation to flush out some of the toxins and regulate your hormones to make you not exhausted. But what I mean is, once you're in a regular exercise routine and you do a workout that's so hard, you're exhausted for the rest of the day that you can't do anything else, that was too much. That was too much. You shouldn't be so exhausted that you can't still go and prep dinner, or that you can't go and do a light house clean. You know, maybe you're not doing the vacuuming and the mopping that day, but you should be able to pick up a few things and you should be able to dust. You shouldn't feel like you need to go lay down for the rest of the day and wake up the next morning and do nothing else for the whole day. Okay, so those are reasons that you're doing too much. Doing too much can cause more harm and more problems. Doing too little can cause more harm and more problems. You need the Goldilocks. You need to find the nice balance of doing enough. It's challenging, yet not painful. And you're giving your body some time to rest. So some people, when they first get into an exercise routine, let's say it's running. They want to run because they want to lose weight. And they heard that running is an easy way to lose weight. Okay, so they run every day. And they just go gung-ho and start running 3 miles every day. And then they get hurt. They've run 3 miles every day for the past 3 weeks. Their knee hurts, their ankles hurt, their shin hurts. They haven't given themselves some rest. So in order to make progress, to get stronger and to get more endurance, your muscles actually do some micro tearing. They break down on a very microscopic level. And they need those rest days to build it back up. They need good sleep to build it back up. So if you're never giving yourself that rest, your body can't actually repair the damage that has happened, and it just keeps getting damaged and damaged and damaged. So that would be doing too much. Another way of doing too much is you're doing the exact same strength exercises every single day and not varying it in the slightest. So sometimes I go to the gym. Like I'll be in a season of life where I go to the gym every single day and I do strength training. I do not do the exact same exercises every single day. I switch off, and I have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday routine, and I have a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday routine. And if I go on Sunday, it's completely different from any of the other days. You can't do Monday through Sunday the exact same routine. Your body needs some rest to heal and repair any damage, any micro injury that has happened. Okay, so that is my talk today about doing too much or too little. You need to find the Goldilocks of your exercises. Comment below with any questions you have, and I will talk to you guys soon.